What's going on, everybody? We are going inside. We're here at Africentric High School talking with the man, the myth, and the legend, my guy, Mike Bates, coming off a second consecutive trip to the Final Four. Coach, appreciate you stopping by.
As
Appreciate
always.
you letting us come through.
Most definitely. Love having you come through, Coach.
All right, well, we're not going to take too much of your time, man. So first of all, give us some background on, we've done this before, but we're going to do it every time, man. Give us some background on your coaching background, your roots.
I was born into a coaching family. My dad is a coach in Toledo and Toledo Libby High School for years. So I came up under, just growing up in a household where he was coaching. It just was something I wanted to do. My dad was a teacher, I became a teacher. My dad was a coach, I became a coach.
Right.
So, needless to say, that's my idol.
Right.
So,
good idol to have.
Yeah, definitely. And so started there. Here at Africentric, I came in 2003. I was the JV coach. I've sat on the bench. I've been on the bench, or I've been on the coaching staff at Africentric from the very beginning. So I've sat on the bench for every varsity game in Africentric school history. So I was 3 years so I've never missed a varsity boys. I take that back, I missed one game, and that was my wife's father had passed away. And so I missed one game in all of Africentric school history. I missed one varsity basketball game. And so I've been on the bench every game. The first 3 years I was a JV coach under Mike Thornton. And then when he left the job, then I took over. And that was, this is year 18 for me here at Africentric, from the little bitty tiny gym, from hell. Oh man, from hell in a cell to this palace that we have here now. I'm super appreciative, of the facilities that we have, and actually super appreciative of where we came from, because it really helped form and shape who we are as a program, being there, and so super grateful for where we are. So that's where we've been. Here we are now. 18 years later as a head coach. I never would have thought that it would have went like this. Right. But we definitely had a plan, and we wanted to work that plan. But super excited about the future of the program too. Oh yeah, man. I mean, coming off of back-to-back state Final Four appearances, and tough losses, but man, the experience and. Now you're coming back. You lost the big dog. Big dog, and he's doing well. Yes,
man.
He is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He's doing well down there. So, what was the message this off season, and what did y'all do this off season to reset? Last year, the year before, ain't got nothing to do with this. Well, let's work.
It's really been, there's an expectation. The culture has been set, and it's an expectation when you come here, and it's an expectation that we're gonna work hard. We're not asking anybody to come look at us, and we don't really post. I post social media with our coaches and staff members that run our social media for us. Right. We all, you never see the work. You just see, what happens because of the work. Right. And that's on purpose, because this is like the mantra for this year for my team, is that it's an old African proverb, and we had Africentric, so I gotta give it to them, and it's that a lion doesn't roar when it's hunting. You don't say nothing.
I like that.
Lion don't roar when it's hunting. Right. So it ain't nothing to talk about. We got work to do, and so we've been working. Right. You know what I mean? And we've been in that gym, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited about it. They're hungry, they're young, they're long, and they've been waiting for their opportunity. Right. And they've been chomping at the bit to get out there. Right. And it's gonna be some inexperiences. It's gonna be a lot of inexperience. We got a lot to learn. Right. We just had our first scrimmage last week. I thought we did well defensively. It's a lot of things offensively we got to work on, but they're starting to understand. It's a process in basketball and coaching, and like first you gotta do a lot of teaching. So they got a lot of learning that they got to do first, and then once they learn, then the next step is to understand what you learned. Right. And then after you understand what you learned, then you can apply what you learned. And so we learning, then we trying to get to this understanding part right now, and that's the scrimmages and stuff that's helping us to start kind of understanding, and then hopefully before we get to that season, we can start applying what we learn But I think as the season goes on, I think we'll get better as the season goes on because they'll get more experience. And so, you know, young team, you know, I really have 4 players that return that really play significant minutes or time in last year's Final Four games and stuff. So a lot of young boys that were playing JV and had a very successful JV season, but it was JV. So looking forward to this year.
So now they got the summer, you know, when y'all went out and played, because I know y'all played some good ball.
Most
so they got that as experience as well as this preseason. And you're going to get them right, man, because, you know, it's everybody going to think, you know, I haven't heard Africentric name too much, man. And that's a good thing, man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so y'all laying in wait and just handling your business, man, like you always do. Now, you said you got some key returners. Tell me some names and what they bring to the table.
Starting off a first team all-city selection last year, Cortez Freeman. He's coming back. He's a senior.
Right.
18 points a game scorer.
Okay.
Heck of a defender. Excellent shooter.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, this year, you know, Dalen Swain last year was like Batman and Cortez was Robin.
Right.
And so I'm excited to see him step into this role where he has the ball more in his hands in a playmaking role.
Right.
Last year, Dalen made plays and he fined Cortez and fined other people. And Cortez can make those plays last year, but Dalen, you know, we wanted that ball in Dalen's hands. This year, that ball is in Cortez's hands. So that transition, seeing him grow as a guard, as a point guard from, you know, primarily a scorer, defender, to now becoming a playmaker, then score when we need it and still being a defender. So adding that playmaking ability to make plays for others, I think he's doing a great job with that so far. Then we bring back LaRon Fuller, just a bulldog of a point guard.
That's the dog.
You know, just a bulldog of a point guard, man. And just
he don't back down.
No, just one of the hardest, just a hard-nosed kid, and you know, that's something that I want to always have at Africentric. You always want a kid like that because he plays so hard. He makes everybody around him play hard. And so, you know, he's coming back from a football injury though. Now he broke his ankle, and so he'll be back. He's cleared. He's back in the gym. He's back working out, but he hasn't been cleared to play in games or anything like that yet. So he'll be back before the season starts. Makai Johnson. Makai Johnson. He plays football for us, but he played a lot last year. He's a defender, finisher, plays hard again, you know, work hard, just a hard working player, glue guy. And then Chris Cooper Patton, he was a sophomore last year, and he started a few games for us when we had some injuries, when Cortez was injured. And, and he's gonna be he's a junior this year, and he's playing really well. He stepped up his game this offseason, starting to become more of a scorer, understand how to shoot, when to shoot, kind of just understanding the varsity game more. So those 4 are returning players that played minutes last year, and I'm looking for those 4 to be our leaders on the court. And then, but I have some young kids that are ready, that have been really doing some things in the gym, and they didn't get a chance to play last year because we was a senior laden team, and we had a lot of players that they played a lot of minutes. But they practiced against them all the time, and they just battled and banged with them all year, and they got better in the dark. You know what I'm saying? And so we super excited to see what that looks like in the light.
Absolutely, that's good, man. Well, I got one more question, so you can get out here, get to practice.
No, that's no problem.
Tell me a few keys that need to happen for y'all to make another deep run.
Nice.
You know.
First, we have to learn how to execute down the stretch of games. You know, that's just something that, because it's inexperienced, but they had experience, but it was JV experience. So on the varsity level, how do we finish games, and it's going to be key, because right now, going through the scrimmage parts of the season, you know, I'm trying to, you know, get to the point where how can we finish quarters? And so we do a lot of situational stuff in practice to try to get them to understand what we're trying to do, how to play the game the right way. So once again, talking about, this is that teaching phase, that learning phase. So we got to learn how to finish games, execute down the stretch. Defensively, a lot of them played JV, so they didn't see all of the cross screens and the down screens and the re-screens. And so learning how to play defense on the ball, they've been doing excellent, but learning how to play defense off the ball. And that's something big, and that's always hard to teach anyway. And then we have to talk more, communicate more on the court. just talking and speaking on the court, talking to each other on the court, making sure that everybody knows where they're supposed to be at, letting that guy know that I got your help, letting that guy be talking on the backside. They don't understand that communication can be intimidation on the court.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you play certain teams, man, they talking the whole time.
Yep.
And they calling out your play and they saying what's gonna happen next and so on and so forth. And sometimes our kids can get intimidated by that because it's like, man, how they know this stuff? You know? But you know, teaching our kids how to talk on the court and communicate so they can make things easier for themselves on the court.
Yeah.
So, you know, just teaching them how to play basketball. I think if we can get them to start executing down the stretch, you know what I'm saying, communicating on the court, and then if we can just push that pace. I like the pace that this team plays with. Okay. Last year with that team with Dalen and Preston, you know, when you got a talent like Dalen, you put the ball in his hands and you let him go.
Let him make decisions.
And so he had the ball in his hands a lot. So this year the ball is gonna move a little bit more. Good. The ball is gonna move a little bit more, touch a few more people's hands, but that's gonna also quicken up the pace. Yeah. So we looking to play a faster tempo on offense to push it up the floor, and as we do that, like I said, we're just working and emphasizing decision-making skills and understanding when, time, place, personnel, everything. Yeah. So it's a lot of learning, but I'm super excited about this upcoming season.
Yeah, I can tell you're excited, man, and I'm excited to see y'all, man, for sure. Because if you excited, that means you got something, and you know it's low key. Like you said, what you say, the lion don't roar when it hunts.
The lion don't roar when it's hunting.
There it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Got
As
you.
always,
no problem.
man. Take care. Good luck for sure.
Thank you.